Let's go.
So.
dribble, they can pass, they can shoot. We have guys that are 7-footers that we call guards. So I think right now this is a guard-oriented league.
That is opening lineup. We've got Booker, also Lowry out there, and it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anunoby out there at Mirotic, and it's Powell in at the 5 down low. Now, here's Lillard. Here's Mirotic.
Oh.
Mirotic throws it down.
Mirotic is looking to throw it down when he's near the rim. He can get up. Quickly.
Here's the Hawks with the ball. Over to the left wing. On the wing, Booker. Covered by Mirotic. Portland grabs the miss. McCollum right side. A three-pointer is right on target.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple.
Lillard against Lowry. From 11 feet away, here's Vucevic.
A
good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Those points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Lillard against Lowry. And that one drops for him.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Ah, come on.
Covered by Mirotic.
And one.
Excellent D there for Mirotic. For Portland, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for.
Good defense, Book.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. Here's Anunoby. Unable to get that one. So Atlanta will take it the other way.
Come on!
Booker. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Anunoby, good.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
So the wing on the left. Covered by Mirotic.
No foul, sir?
Excellent D there for Mirotic.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
That's it, man. Give me that.
The shot comes out. Great D that time for Vucevic. To the left side wing.
Just want to go right now. Overtime.
Flushed down with a nice jam.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
And when you think about some of the most entertaining Hawks teams, in my mind, always goes to the Hugh Howard.
Reason why he was a 9-time All-Star, NBA scoring champion, and some legendary matchups against Larry Bird and Chuck Person, to name a few. One of the most electrifying players in the history of the game.
How about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Portland shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. First one calls for.
Overtime.
The free throw's good from Lillard.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
The Hawks trail by 5. And stolen by Mirotic. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Back to Lowry. Covered by Mirotic.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, great. He can get up a few notches higher. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Lillard looking around. Controlled by Kyle Lowry.
Do something big with it, Obi.
That one is stuffed right through.
It all started with Lowry's steal. His ability to lock in and defend makes him special.
Lillard, the fastest Spellman. He's looking for Lillard and finds
That's a defense.
Want your bigs playing big. Rips it down. And
Oh, yeah. Obi.
here he
that was amazing. And look at the elevation.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
They're really going to beat Blake up for real.
Guarded by Holiday. Baseline J on the way. Buries
Do
the
something. Better go do something.
jump shot.
It looked like the defense just flat out froze out there. Clear breakdown.
And one.
Not that easy bucket.
The Hawks shoot their first free throws of the night.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the Terry strike. That's a huge factor.
And the first one drops. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Atlanta calls timeout. That one is no good. Portland leading. Here's Alexander Walker. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Leans from outside. Rebounded by the Hawks. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. 9 feet out. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Now here's T. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Inside, Spellman.
And T knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision at the point now.
The Hawks have gone 7 of 11 for the field to begin the game. Covered by Mirotic. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. And another three for Portland.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up. Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
With 3, Booker, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. At the end of one, both teams putting up some points. It's the Trailblazers up by 3. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Great team play, so key to winning. Damian Lillard broke down the keys.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think it's one thing to say, let's be consistent, let's play hard, let's do all of these things. And I think as competitors, as professional athletes, we're going to play hard. You're going to be competitive because we're competitors. We don't make it to this level for no reason. But I think at this level, you also have ego.
Knowing your role and playing it so
There we go. 5 minutes of this.
well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points. This is where you credit the guys in the front office.
Go Kyle. Let's go, Kyle. That's us.
You the pieces you need.
We got team, and it's Mirotic in at the power forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. No good that time. Hey, D, that
Why are you falling down? Why? Come on. Right there. Stay right there. Stop moving. Keep sliding down.
time for Vucevic. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail 1-1. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to
And one!
someone else for just a better look.
Steve, looking ahead to the All-Star game, if you were a team captain, who would be your number one pick?
I think, Kevin, for me, is Giannis Antetokounmpo. The reason why he plays so hard in the All-Star game like it's a playoff game, and I wouldn't want to guard him.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Mike Powell comes in for Amari Spellman, and OG Anunoby subbed in for Mirotic. To the wing right side, wide open. Good, he hits the jump shot. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Kicks to T. And it's Gasol with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And it's Russell missing. And for Portland, they're shooting at 50% in a decent group. Now left to the wing. Russell against T. Just 5 on the clock. That shot off. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Russell passes to Gasol. Hawks passing it around. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Gasol's got his first points of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Russell against T. Over Russell. And wishes it off the right side of the rim.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over-eager.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players
That's the
orange
ones
tinted
where my
glasses
agent was beating
to
because the
encourage
ones
them
I
to
needed
sleep.
plus they were
There's
quicker.
a lot of work to be done in this field, but the
Busting all the
direction is
questions.
clear.
Continuing through the ball. All right, David, thank you.
Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
And you talk about shot makers, C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue
No
he's
one.
the best, flat out.
And you look at the shot chart from McCollum. He's a threat from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
And so Russell hits them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more visible.
And here's McCollum. He has 5. Puts it up from 15. And Portland again with the bucket.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Russell against Lillard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And another thing we like about Russell, just good size at that lead guard position and makes him a handful to defend inside.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Spellman's checked in. Good on both. Trailblazers trail by 6. McCollum dishes to Lillard. Anunoby kicks to Lillard. Four on the clock. The teardrop falls in. Lillard's got 8 points.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Here's Russell. Offensive rebound. A minute 20 left in the first half. Gasol wide open. He fires. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And on an open look like that, he's very good at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's Lillard missing.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Lillard against Russell. He dishes it to Matthews. Out to Russell. Over Lillard. The Hawks again can't hit. Trailblazers trail by 4. Here's Anunoby. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far. Here's Russell. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Outside Gasol. Outside Russell. 6 on the shot clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 6.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Now Lillard. And here's McCollum for 3. No good. Shot missing. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Hawks lead by 4. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, it's a hard game so far.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Eddie the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. There were a lot of positives for them to take away from the second quarter, where they came from behind to take a 4-point lead at the half. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave him a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they threw it back.
Shaq, how do you think Portland played?
They did some good things, but
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. You know, Steve, so much goes into being an effective bench player. What do you like to see in a team's sixth man?
What I love, Kevin, is a guy that can come off as a sixth man is he doesn't just rep what's going on with the starters. Also, he's ready. Most of those guys that win that award, they don't need time to adjust to the game. They come in and make an immediate impact.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Vucevic. Lowry out there with Booker. And it's Holiday, and it's small forward.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So, two free throws coming up. The Trailblazers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. The Hawks leading by 4. The kick out to Holiday. Covered by Mirotic. Rocket 6. He shoots again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Lillard against Lowry. Lets it go from deep. And it's Lillard missing.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Here's Anunoby, guarded by Holiday. Got a piece of
good D.
That's right here. Here come the Hawks.
Whoa. Obi time.
And hit it. LU jam.
You know what's coming.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. 8-point game. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense. The ability to drain the outside shot.
And one. Good finish, boy.
Makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Doubled by McCollum. 5 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And it's Portland with the rebound. To the inside. Not good. Quick play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists tonight.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the
No foul?
into the post that time.
Trailblazers trail by 4. And you talk about Nikola Mirotic. He won't wow you with his athleticism great, but he's big, he's skilled, and we both know he knows how to play.
Rebounds his position. Offensively, a face-up forward. He can shoot and attack off the bounce. And as you mentioned, great IQ for the game. The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Well, Portland had gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Yep, that one goes. He's got 6. The Hawks shooting approximately 43% in the third quarter. Booker the pass to Lowry. And he jams it with authority.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Out to the wing. Teague surveying the D. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Obi.
That pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Lowry against Teague. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And one. And one.
That one doesn't drop. Now Portland takes it the other way. And we have an intentional foul there.
You should have dunked that.
It's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
1:22 left in the third. Carroll covering. Back to Teague. Six to shoot. Portland needs to get off a shot. Powell, no one around him. Misses the 3.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Russell. And the basket is good. Russell's got 8.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Teague up top. He's guarded by Russell. That one falls.
And that shot is no problem for Teague. He's very comfortable converting in that spot.
Russell against Teague. The pass to Gasol. Booker outside. 11 feet away. And it's Portland with the rebound. 20 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. From 10 feet out, here's Teague. Drops in the layup for 2. And now just a 4-point Hawks lead.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Here's Russell. Feeds to Gasol. The layup off target.
How is it possible? Wide open, too.
Right back after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just take it what the defense allows.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Nikola Mirotic, and it's McCollum in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And that one, good.
Yeah, that's about Coach Burke's defense. I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Alexander Walker. And he's going to get whistled for that foul here. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Damian Lillard is checked in for the Trailblazers. And the switch here also for Atlanta. Matthews is checked in for Booker. Lillard against Russell. Shoots over Lillard.
Oh, he got bailout.
Trailblazers gain possession.
I got bailout.
But you also need to keep it under control.
What was this thing?
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. To take the lead. Pass to Spellman. Here it takes us a wide open look. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Hawks leading. Russell kicks to Gasol. Nails the baby hook.
You know, few active players have taken more contact inside than Marc Gasol. He knows how to handle it.
Here's Sherman. Good. Quick play by Lillard to start up. It's a tie ball game.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Russell gets to Gasol. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Over a decade in Memphis for Marc Gasol. Even played his high school basketball there. Now, a new phase.
And when you spend as much time in one city as Marc Gasol and mean as much as he did to the Grizzlies franchise in that city of Memphis, you know what, Smitty? It's got to be tough to move on.
I'm sure, Kevin, for both sides. Regardless of what he accomplished moving forward, his jersey is getting retired in Memphis. No question about it.
Sideline out. Reporter David Aldridge.
Hi guys. During the break, I was able to catch the message Atlanta's coach gave to his team. And with this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, "This is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you, we'll win this game." Back to you.
Here's McCollum. Some solid defense from Gasol.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why
And
you
one.
never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
And you see Russell taking a hit on that shot. Great body control, potential and more.
He throw good, Russell.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Lillard against Russell. It's McCollum on the wing. Shoots over Matthews. Portland with a new 14 for 3. McCollum, no good.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He had just the 1-3, and that was in the first half.
Russell dishes to Gasol. Russell looking around. Shot clock at 6. launches it. And Damian Lillard pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Yes, that goes in.
And once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
Lillard against Russell. Gasol up top. Plenty of space. Kept alive by Atlanta. Russell with it. Second shot opportunity. No good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. And that's an intentional foul. Dwight Powell's checked in for Amari Spellman. And so here's Portland. They trail by 3. Lillard against Lowry. And the basket by Lillard. Lillard's got 9 points now in just the second inning.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
Now here's McCollum. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. The shot by Powell, no good.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Booker against McCollum. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Milicic just got rebound number 5 for tonight. McCollum left side. Lillard outside. Portland moving the ball. Anunoby, no good. Atlanta leading by 3. Booker with no one around. Good on the triple.
That's just great court recognition there. He saw the D pack in the lane on the break, so he calmly rolls up and drains the transition 3.
Here's McCollum. Up. And now they trail by just 4.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
And here's Booker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. The Trailblazers making a switch here. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Adding a little cushion to their advantage. Nice work at the line.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're behind by 6. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
And on the defensive end, they'll have to foul whomever gets the ball. No time left to be picky.
Jordan player of the game.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
36 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Lillard, the pass to Pop. McCollum outside. Off target from three-point range. And they go to the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Time call here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Find your bus.
I just think they have to focus on the score. Don't worry about the score. Worry about the next play.
Here's Alexander Walker. And Lure gets to a 6-second difference between shot and game clock. From deep, Neto. Rebounded by Vucevic.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the and it's just competing. Giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Nick, how did you guys get this win tonight?
We were really good on defense, and then once we get started, we're ready to go.
David, thank you as always.
I'm a misery up.
peace and peace of mind. I'm making history with all the guys. I am not satisfied with getting by. I see the envy head up in their eyes. See me win Grammys, do not be surprised. I got the vision and I got the drive. I manifest it so I know it's mine. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel the momentum. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel the momentum. Hey, for the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel the momentum. Hey, for the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel it. Are we back? On this fact, one trail play, Kodak Black, on this snap, what it feeling, 100 million, now I'm jigging. Y'all be chillin', non-existent, anyway like a politician, y'all be slipping in the odds against me, but I'm optimistic, right? I know my energy will never die. I need my inner peace and peace of mind. I'm making history with all the guys. I am not satisfied with getting by. I see the envy head up in their eyes. See me win Grammys, do not be surprised. I got the vision and I got the drive. I manifest it so I know it's mine. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel the momentum. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel the momentum. Hey, for the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel the momentum. Hey, for the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel it. NFL, now we making beats. NFL, you can look at T.
Oh no, I probably got it.
Gather around and come and see I'm undefeated. Flow that water, aquafina, need a girl.
Oh no, I'm good. This should be real. I'm good. Should be.
I know my energy will never die. I need my inner peace and peace of mind. I'm making history with all the guys. I am not satisfied with getting by. I see the envy head.
We have a big-time matchup with the big man down low tonight.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, you're going to see both teams double these guys because they're just too hard to handle. Otherwise, they'll have to do their work and make their decisions quickly.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Millsap. Over Caspi. Millsap misses. And Doncic. Here we go. And the shot goes in.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Jackson in the corner. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, Simmons has what I call see-ahead vision. I mean, he sees a play ahead, and he's a great passer.
Here's Doncic. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
The try by Simmons. They get it back. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Well, you cannot neglect putting the body on Simmons. I mean, with his height and athleticism, this dude is a problem on the glass.
And it's blocked by Simmons. Outside for Millsap. Simmons inside. Here's Jackson. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when Porzingis combines quickness with his reach, getting off the floor like that, he can block just about any shot. Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Now Las Vegas moving it up. And then Simmons slams it in.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Now, here's Doncic. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simple.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 6. 5 on the clock. Here's Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Only 1 miss in the first 5 attempts. Clearly feeling it.
And when you see that step back 3 caught for Doncic, shades of James Harden, the way he gets that shot off.
And you know what? They say Luka's deceleration, hitting the brakes and stopping suddenly, is top-notch. Just like James Harden. So that's quite a compliment. A lot of that is footwork and balance. But I think his quickness, too, guys, has been a little bit underrated. This guy is a little better athlete than he gets credit for.
Now Simmons, following the miss by Jaren Jackson from deep. Simmons. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam, because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
To Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Spotting the open man, Collison, a capable playmaker.
And here's Las Vegas. They trail by 1. Outside for Jackson. Knocks down the 3 ball. Jackson's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Las Vegas. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Porzingis. He's got 6.
Boy, I like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
Doncic with the steal. Outside, Porzingis. 1:11 left here in the first quarter. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Simmons. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Porzingis inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Jackson from long range.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Outside, Porzingis. We got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Boy, Porzingis is a very impressive all-around scorer, and every year it seems as though he's taking on more of the offensive load.
And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Simmons.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, they'll call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the first. Out to Porzingis. From the arc. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. 15 points for Porzingis.
Porzingis looking so confident taking these deep shots. He's a very dangerous threat from downtown.
And so is Houston, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of the points coming right at the rim. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Houston.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
Well, they've shown off their skill near the hoop, too. I mean, their play in the post has really been terrific.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, and I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you.
Showing quickness off the dribble, something that separates Randall from most other power forwards.
second quarter. We're a little over a minute and a half in. And some nice passing there by Houston. Just 5 on the clock. And Randle throws it down.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
Now, when he came into the league, Eric Gordon was tagged as a shooter. Now, he's been shooting more than ever.
And Gordon the last few seasons has been shooting, how about this, over 8 threes a game. His success rate with them has gone up and down over the years, but one thing is for sure, he always has the green light.
Here's Randle. Banked in off the glass. And it's an 11-point Houston lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They got to offer more resistance here.
Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Knows how to run a team, guys, and facilitate accordingly. Rose makes those around him better.
Pass to Udo. To end the run. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Udo's got his first points of the game.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Rose scanning the floor. Outside Gordon. A 3-ball. The shot, no good. And it's Las Vegas the other way. Here's White.
Give me that.
Oh, and he cracks it off the glass. Wow.
Wonderful anticipation that time from Curry. Positioning himself perfectly to send that one back.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Las Vegas trails by 13. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Back to White. It's Udo high post. And no good that time. Rockets lead by 13. And it's Rose penetrating.
Boy, Rose is a marvelous athlete. He's really good at taking it to the cup. And he's hard to cover because of that.
It's his first trip to the line. The free throw drops for Rose. Clark, you were such a terrific athlete growing up, and it must be fun for you watching your kids and soon your grandkids go through their athletic journey.
It really is one of the great blessings and treats of my life to see our kids grow and develop as people, but also to enjoy different sports. Our boys play basketball and soccer, and our daughter played volleyball, all played in college at some level. And so it is great. Anytime you see your kids find their lane, enjoy running in it, and do well in that lane, it's joy indescribable.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Angle outside. Outside Rose. Outside Gordon. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for the defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can, at times, be unstoppable.
Here's Rose. In the corner, it's Galloway. Outside Gordon. Deep. Angelique Palm from 3-point range. Gordon's got his first bucket of the game when he's on the board with 3. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I'll tell you what, the combination of speed, mobility, and strength that Simmons has is special in the 6'9" frame. He's terrific at using all of that to bully defenses.
Randle outside. We've got 28 seconds left during the second. And the call against Julius Randle. That is his first foul of the game. Las Vegas trails by 18. Here's Simmons. Busts the K after the cagey pass fake. Simmons got 11 points.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Pass to Galloway. Fires for three. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Galloway's got his first 3 points of the game. And it's Simmons penetrating. And contact down the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws. That one on Rose.
I like his even-keeled demeanor, guys. Look at Ben Simmons, never too high or too low. Really well for his future.
And so it's Houston. Feeling good about their 7-2. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And it's Rose with the ball for the Rockets. All alone. Rebounded by Jackson.
Boy, defense non-existent there. They catch a break as he whiffs it.
Here's Simmons. It's rebounded by Houston.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Now a timeout called by Houston. The shot will not fall. The Nets go the other way with it. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Porzingis can't hit.
Starting slow in this half. 0 for 3 so far. Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense. Moving, spacing, dynamic players. Defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
And here is Doncic. He's got 6. Got that one. Doncic has got 8 points.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
No good from Simmons. That part of it for D'Antoni is that he is delegating defensive duties.
Yeah, and I like that, Kevin. He's made sure to have a defensive coordinator on his staff, delegating that role and responsibility. He thinks and knows that his team is better off that way.
And Doncic gets it to go. 11 points in the game.
That's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
No good from Simmons.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense.
And one.
Doncic,
Man,
no
you should
good.
have dunked that shit.
Las Vegas trails by 20.
Good defense, PJ.
Here's Anunoby. Simmons on the wing. You know, he ripped it and jams it right over Porzingis. Wow!
Yeah, and you know, for Simmons to be so young, he has a great basketball IQ, and he plays to him well. So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy. Well, you look at Luka Doncic, and the one skepticism scouts had was his athleticism or lack thereof. And I think he's proven that's not necessary to be a great basketball player. and he's only getting better as he works with NBA trainers.
Jackson in the corner. Lays it up off the glass.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Down low, Simmons. Here's Millsap. It's rebounded by Houston. And you know, you've heard about Doncic. Even if he's a step slow, he's always 2 steps ahead with his mental game.
You know, Kevin, that's a great point. Feel, savvy, experience, know-how. You know, he grew up playing against bigger, stronger guys, and that always serves you well as you go forward. So he understands how to create different space and anticipate and feel how to get defenders off balance. I mean, he's just a special young player.
Outside for Jackson. Offline with his third.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And a turnover again by Houston. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Las Vegas. Jackson in the corner. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. Outside Millsap. And they double up Simmons. Pass to Anunoby. That's tipped.
You know, I like that Doncic, guys, doesn't back down on defense and tries to make it hard for his opponents.
Out to Porzingis. And Tucker has it in the corner. 6 to shoot. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 17.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
For the Rockets. There's a minute 40 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Simmons. The 6-footer's good. Simmons got 6 here in this quarter. We're seeing more and more young coaches in the NBA. Think this is a trend? Is it completely circumstantial? What's your view on it?
Well, I think you've got more younger coaches that are capable and able to coach. And the league is quite young, too. I think it's a current trend. But we've seen that before in decades past when it seems the wave of coaches are younger. I think it's more or less kind of the cycle of life that we see across a lot of different industries.
Right side Jackson. Back to Simmons. Over Rose. No good from Simmons. Rockets lead by 21. Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Hurdle sees a guy on this team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
Outside, Simmons. Jackson, that's good. 12 points for him.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help this team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this game.
Randall no good. Las Vegas trails by 21. Simmons inside. And Pirtle pulls it down. It's Randall with the drive. And Randall throws it down.
Randall, another bucket, continues to expand his offensive game.
And so is Houston in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. From the field, they advance. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Now here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
The quickness, the size, the speed of Simmons, captivating, especially when he's dribbling the rock.
Rockets lead by 21. Over in the corner, Randall. Off target from 3-point range. It's the Nets now. The drive by Simmons. And Pirtle sends it back. Randall down low. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Here's Millsap. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Got to respect the jump shot of Millsap. I mean, he knows exactly when he's got a mid-range jumper he should take.
Pass to Galloway. A three-pointer off the mark.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 6 in the quarter.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey,
let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that. And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Randall with the bucket.
Down low, Randall can throw those 250 LBs around and create havoc. Tough for the defense to slow him down.
6 the three-pointer.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
The rebound by the Nets.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Outside for Jackson. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for Houston. In the corner, it's Gordon. Trying to get open is Randall. And it's Gordon missing. Simmons left side. Anunoby in the corner. Off target from outside. Houston leading by 13. Outside Rose. Over Millsap. The Rockets again can't hit. The Nets on offense. They're on a 14-4 run right now. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Rockets?
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
The other thing that sticks out for me is the number of assists they made over the course of this game.
You know, Porzingis is a guy who's used to having to fight his way through the defense, and good balance allowed him to do that there.
Doncic outside. Three-pointer. That one doesn't drop. The Nets go. Layup's good off the glass. Simmons got 17 now, just in the second half.
Boy, he's a real bully inside. I mean, you forget sometimes that Simmons is 6'9", 6'10", with nice touch. It's a nice combination near the basket.
Las Vegas rose by 12. Outside Jackson. Deep. It's rebounded by Houston. 1:36 left here in the fourth quarter. On deep three-point range. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. I mean, maybe a step out of his range.
Rocket 6. Here's Millsap. Doesn't go for it. The Rockets go the other way with it.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Rockets.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Porzingis.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
And he gets it back. Takes it off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 14.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Here's Doncic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
It's really a tale of two quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall. Yeah, that was $1 million crossover to free him up, but that finish, I'll give him 50 cents.
So we see Houston taking the W here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and